Okay, as far as the wiring is concerned, as I stated in my first video there when I first opened the box up, it appears to be a nice harness. I mean, it's wrapped nice. I mean, connections are nice. They've got the watertight connectors. Everything is labeled clearly. But as you go to install this, you're going to find that you're not sure whether the PCM should be under the dash or if it's weather tight and can be installed in the engine compartment there, which would give you other options and would definitely make the installation simpler and easier if you could do it that way. I sent an email or on the forum for Phytech and asked them, and this has been over 2 weeks ago when I actually received the kit, just to ask them that simple question: is this unit, is it weather resistant? Is it okay to mount it outside? But I still haven't gotten the answer to that question, so I've decided to put the ECM inside of the car, and in doing so you're going to have to thread your harnesses through the dash. I know you can't see that, I don't have a light. Let me grab a light here, maybe it'll help you. Just to give you an idea, here's the main harness connector for the ECM. And of course there that's a ground. The long one there is a ground, the other is a key on and a fuel pump wire, which has to come back out through the firewall. And then of course the other, which you can see on the floor down there, that's going to go to your gauges. Back out under the hood here, some of the things you're going to run across are, if you mount it as I have, you're going to have quite a bit of extra here, extra harness, as you can see. You know, a lot of that I'm thinking I may be able to pull it inside, which would give me some other options as to where I mounted the ECM, and I could take some of this slack out of it, which would help a lot. The map sensor for this unit is right at the back of the plenum. It's right here on the back side of it. Of course, you can see this is the length of harness that I have for the map. You know, and that may work great in some applications, and I understand that this is a semi-universal fit for most vehicles, but again, it's all going to depend on what kind of vehicle that you're putting it on. This may work out perfectly for you, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense that you have that much harness on any application to go this short of a distance, you know, just a matter of a few inches. And then other items, for instance, the coil plugs. This is for the passenger side coil plug, and you can see that the harness, it's fairly long. It will reach up under the intake, and then you can come out this direction with it. The one on the driver's side is very short and offers you not much forgiveness. You don't have a lot of options as to how you can route that under the fuel rail or under the plenum and bring it down. So what I've had to do is, on the passenger side here, I took the harness that was supplied with the kit, which I would have liked to have used completely, but I was unable to do so because, as I found out from when I did get a hold of Phytech and their tech department, that the harnesses that they send, they are for truck coils. They're not for the passenger car coils. Of course, my engine came out of an 01 Super Sport Camaro. It's a 5.7 aluminum block motor, so it is a true LS with the car coils. And of course, this harness, this nice little harness that they send, completely useless to me. And the only way that I could use my factory harness, which is what I did here, I had to take it apart, of course, cut the ends off of the connector there, take the connector and this section of wire from here to here with the connector, and resolder and splice it into my existing harness. You know, it's not something, you know, it's not that hard to do. It's just time consuming. It's a lot of time to do that, to be able to make it fit correctly. And again, this being a somewhat universal, I guess, fit, maybe that's what they expect you to do. You know, I wish that it would have been less trouble, but I still have to do this side. Of course, this is the factory side of the harness here. It's got to come off. I've got to extend this to where I can then have enough room to run that harness up under the intake plenum there, get it out of the way to where it's not so, you know, it doesn't look like that. You know, I want it to be a lot more tidy than it is. But you know, just some of the issues that you're going to run across with this, and I felt like you guys ought to know this if you're planning on putting this in. It's not that it's bad stuff. I mean, I like it. It's a nice kit, but it's a whole lot more work than I anticipated to do this on, especially on the wiring side of it. One of the other items is it comes with a feed for your alternator, which I don't know if you can see. Of course, you know where the alternator fitting goes. And that harness is about 6 or 8 inches too short to reach the alternator. If you've got everything plugged into your TPS and your fuel pressure regulator and IAT up top where it should go, then that's going to leave you short if you have a bottom mounted alternator. It seems that this harness was designed more for the truck engines than it was an actual car 5.7 or, you know, any LS car-based motor. So that's just some of the issues that I've come across. Hopefully I can feed the main trunk of the harness inside the car under the dash and pull it over to where I can get a little bit more room on the inside. I'm going to have to shorten the map sensor, and more than likely I'm going to have to extend the positive cables because, as you can see, there's no way they're going to reach the battery like that. Just quite a few adjustments are going to have to be made to it to make it work. Although, again, I'm not dissatisfied with the product. I'm just surprised at the amount of information that is not out there. You know, that could help you prior to your purchase or in your planning stages of doing your project. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up, email me. You know, any questions you got, I'll be glad to answer them for you. I'll try and make some more videos along the way. I'm very new at this. I rarely make videos, but I thought this was important, and I hope that I helped you guys. You guys have a great day. We'll be looking to hear from you. See you.